Okay, so we're going to play the long pattern pentatonic root 2-3. We're going to circle out the box as best we can. We're going to jump into the yellow color, yellow submarine here. And what we got is that's root. I messed up that, but that's your fifth. It starts on the 2-3 now, because 2 is the fifth, and we're playing an A pattern there. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5. And then we just come back down the other pattern here. Alright, so we've done the E cage. I have to tell my dog to stop going scratch crazy. I give her the wet towel treatment, you know, with a little cream and all that stuff, try to get the bugs off of her itching off of her, but a full scale bath could be recommended. Alright, so we can do that with the D, we can do it with all of them. Do you really want to go through all of them? You know, again, we can take the short patterns for the D. Again, with the D, it's... See how easy I know them now? This is why I'm doing it. I'm sharing with you what I know. So D, go to G to the 4th. And then the 5th of G is A, right? The 5th of... Where were we? The 5th of D is A. Fingers, get there. So what we want to look at the long patterns, okay? So with D it'd be here's our walkover, top of the S3S. See, I missed that because remember, D goes to C encaged. Okay, now the 4th of D is G. Now, what are we going to do now? Don't look at notes. Think about what we're playing here. Right here, we're going from the G cage to the E cage. Okay, now we're on the D now. We're not doing the C, so we're not just going to move this A shape up again. We've gone D to G, okay, and then we want to do the A shape right there. A goes to G. Okay, so that's the 3 for D. Let's go up to C now. We're going to do the C, long pattern. Pentatonic. Okay, C went to A in the word cage. C goes to A. Now, C's a little different because it goes C, E, G. Because the 4th shape in the C box is the F box. So we got C shaped C, F shaped E-shaped F, sorry, and G-shaped G. So first of all, we're going to just do our pentatonic and go from the C to the A box. Then we're going to go to the E shape. Now remember, how are we going to do the E shape? Root 2, 3, because the E shape is a root shape. Root right there. So we're going to start root, but on the 4th. in that C box. So it's root 2, 3. We walk right over from the E to the D box. My eyes are going on me. Now, what is the value of all this? Because if we're in the C box, okay, the C box is a bad example. Let's move forward to the A box, and I'll show you what we're talking about. In the A box tri-pentatonic, there's our A. But if I had a capo on that A, or if we were playing in the key that E is the fifth of, which is the key of A, we couldn't do that same pattern. We'd have to do okay, so that's the benefit of the long pattern. It takes us away from the fret nut. That's why we use the key to take us to the right. So in the C pattern, we have the the E, and then we go to the G shape in the C pentatonic. But as soon as we remember, we're going to look at it now. Now we're going to look at it differently. So we've got to pay attention. You look at these patterns and show me which one I'm playing. I'm doing a G now on the C box. I'm starting 3, 5, actually 6 root. G shape, E becomes the 6 when you're playing a G. So it's 6 root, and we're going to go on to 2, 3, 5, 6, and then the walkover. The walkover is going to take us to the next cage. The next cage from G is going to be E. So it's 6 root, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3. Here's red root G, red root G. Okay, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, E cage. Alright, so we're in pretty good shape. We did the, whatever one that was. Was that from the A? I can't remember right now. G is the fifth of C. We're in the C box. So we can do it from different boxes. We did the G kinda. We did the C kind of. We certainly did the root 2, 3, and we did our D. We did our A's. The only other anomalies, the problems might be in the C box here, or the E. The traditional Locrian box is the 7 root 2. We can talk about that. We can just default back over to the root 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2, but we don't want to go out of that E box. So that's the only restriction, that's the only rule. So let's find a nice E box color. Alright, here's our E box, and we're going to finish up. If you like these videos, like and subscribe. Follow the instructions below if I can, if I have them. There are in almost all of the earlier videos instructions on how to get to Andy's Free Guitar Chart Videos Facebook group. And so let's finish up with this E box here. This is the long E box, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but we're not going to play the 4s and the 7s. Well, if we're doing the E box, yes we would. So it goes E, cross A, cross C. It's almost the same thing as the E root 2, 3 box, except we don't want to go out of the box. So we got root 2, 3 right here, 5, 6, root 2. We're not going to take another walkover there. Then we go to 3, 5, but we run into trouble because we'd have to go 6, root 2. So we've got almost like an extra cutout necessary to do that. We're kind of out of time. We could talk about that cage next time, or you could just play right out of the cage if you want. But the tri-pentatonic for the E box. Okay then. See how I went down here? And then see you next time. It's been a good